Allison Holker has been caught red-handed in a massive scandal, and a shocking new audio leak is blowing the lid off everything. Listen to this. It turns out she's been lying through her teeth and actually scammed Twitch's family out of their money. I'm not even kidding. Twitch's mom is absolutely furious and coming for Allison with some serious accusations. Get this. Allison has been going around spreading stories about Twitch supposedly having addiction issues, all while trying to profit off his name. She's been totally exposed for making up stories about his struggles just to make money. And if you think that's bad, wait till you hear this. She actually forced his family to sign these super sketchy NDAs just to attend his funeral and see his body. I mean, who does that? The drama exploded after Allison dropped this tell-all book about Twitch, just dragging his name through the dirt with all these addiction claims. She even went on interviews spilling all these supposed details about his issues. But Twitch's family? They're not having any of it. They've come forward exposing all her lies and manipulation, especially after finding out about those ridiculous hoops she made them jump through just to see him at his most vulnerable moment. And let me tell you something, people were already side-eyeing Allison way before this audio leaked. The way she handled Twitch's passing was just suspicious. Like, who posts on social media about their deceased husband just days after his death like it's business as usual? But his family isn't letting her get away with this anymore. They are absolutely dragging her, and this leaked audio might be exactly what they needed to expose her true colors. Now, let me take you back to understand who Twitch was. He was this incredible force in dance and entertainment. Just pure talent, charisma, and positivity all rolled into one. He first captured everyone's hearts on So You Think You Can Dance, where his amazing skills and magnetic personality just lit up the screen. That's actually where he met Allison Holker, another dancer who seemed to share his passion. Their love story, it was like something out of a fairy tale, growing into this beautiful partnership that had everyone swooning. Later, Twitch came back to the show as a judge, really cementing his place in the dance world. But that wasn't all. He became this amazing DJ and co-executive producer on the Ellen DeGeneres show, bringing this incredible energy to every episode. He and Allison even became these adorable TikTok influencers, sharing these super cute dance videos that everyone loved. For almost 10 years, Twitch and Allison's marriage looked absolutely perfect. They'd been together for 13 years, married for 9, raising 3 beautiful children in what seemed like this dream family life. But oh my goodness, the reality behind those perfect social media posts was so much darker. Despite all the smiles and laughter that made him such an inspiration, Twitch was fighting these devastating battles with his mental health that nobody knew about. Not even his closest friends and family. Then came that horrible day when Twitch was found in a hotel room. He had died by suicide from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Everyone was just shattered. Nobody could understand how someone who brought so much joy could be carrying so much pain. Allison, who was supposed to be his closest confidant, told People magazine that there were no warning signs, nothing to indicate what he was going through.
And I think that's the confusion that I've always been left with, because I'm not gonna have closure, my kids aren't gonna have closure, because it's very confusing when you think everything's wonderful. But then then you look back and you're like, oh, maybe that was a sign. But that's also still something I'm still trying to process and understand myself, which is why therapy is wonderful. But for real, it's interesting because there were no signs.
Fast forward 2 years, and honey, Allison Holker is spilling all the tea in a way that has everyone's jaws on the floor. During her press tour for her new memoir, This Far, she dropped these bombshell revelations about Twitch that absolutely no one saw coming. Let me tell you what happened. In her book and interviews, Allison shared this absolutely heartbreaking story about what she discovered just days after Twitch passed. She and a friend were going through his closet trying to pick out the perfect outfit to honor him at his funeral when they stumbled upon something that just stopped them in their tracks. There were these shoe boxes, and inside, mushrooms, pills, all kinds of narcotics. Allison says she was completely blindsided. She had no idea her husband had been struggling with addiction. She claims finding this just turned her whole world upside down, helping her understand the complexity of what he'd been dealing with.
HELOO So it was a really scary moment in my life to figure that out. But it also helped me process that he was going through so much.
But hold on to your seats, because that's not even the half of it. Allison claims she found Twitch's personal journal while going through his things, and what she read inside was absolutely devastating. According to her, there were these detailed entries about traumatic experiences, including being SA'd as a child. She says these writings helped her understand this immense pain he'd been carrying in silence for years. Allison suggests he turned to self-medicating because he felt he couldn't burden anyone with his struggles, like he was trying to protect everyone else even while he was drowning. But here's where things get messy. This whole revelation has sparked major controversy, and people are not happy with Allison. Critics are saying that sharing these incredibly personal details about Twitch, especially without his consent, is just wrong. They're pointing out that Twitch never showed any signs of these struggles publicly, and many feel like these revelations completely go against how he would have wanted to be remembered. And get this, there's something really suspicious about all of this. According to the official reports, there were no drugs found in Twitch's system when he passed. None. Zero. Nada. So people are seriously questioning Allison's claims about his supposed self-medicating. Fans are calling her out, suggesting she might be making up or exaggerating parts of his story just to sell more books. And the scrutiny doesn't stop there. People have been watching Allison's every move since Twitch passed, and some of her behavior is raising major red flags. Like, who changes their Instagram name just 2 days after their husband dies? She sold their family home super quickly, and now she's already been spotted with a new partner. Some people are saying she has every right to move on, but others? They're saying the timing is just disrespectful to Twitch's memory. And let me tell you, Twitch's family is coming for Allison with everything they've got. His cousin Eleanor went straight to Twitter and absolutely unleashed. She didn't care one bit about that NDA Allison made them sign. In these viral posts, Eleanor exposed everything, writing, "I don't give an F about an NDA this crazy woman made me and his actual family, including sign an NDA just to even attend the funeral. She's been trying to tarnish his legacy and refuses to let the boss family see the children, only to exploit and lie on my cousin. Hell no." Then Twitch's brother, Dre Rose, stepped into the drama with this heartbreaking Instagram post that just ripped my heart out. He spilled all the tea about what's been happening behind closed doors. He wrote this super emotional post about how they've been forced to watch from the sidelines while Allison does whatever she wants. He said, "Over the past months, we observed a series of actions and attitudes that, in our perspective, do not foster an environment conducive to healing and unity. This refers to the treatment of our beloved mother and family, which has caused us great distress. Notably, it seems to stem from the fact that the family did not agree with the original terms of the NDA you presented the family to sign." But what really got people fired up was when he talked about how Allison's been keeping the kids away from Twitch's side of the family. He went on saying, "We have noticed a disturbing lack of communication and inclusion concerning the children's activities and well-being. It's disheartening that their interactions with their grandmother and the wider family have been noticeably limited. And the way Allison's been treating Twitch's mom, it's just awful." Dre didn't hold back, saying, "We have sensed an overall lack of respect and consideration towards our mother, who is also grappling with the loss of her son. Her deep sorrow is only amplified when she is alienated from family matters that she has every right to be involved in." But wait, it's not just family speaking out. Twitch's friends are jumping in too, and they are spilling. Courtney Ann Platt, who knew both Twitch and Allison, went off on Instagram after seeing one of Allison's book promotion interviews. She wrote this scathing post calling it the most tacky, classless, opportunistic act she's ever seen. Courtney absolutely dragged Allison, continuing with, "This is how you protect the boss name you so quickly dropped on your social media platforms 48 hours after he passed. His legacy? This is how you protect his children from any further humiliation, hurt, and despair? This is what you want them to remember about him? You have moved on, you're living your life, you're on every carpet you can get on, every celebrity role you could sit in, every magazine you can be in, and you needed to do this? Get a journal, a therapist, a friend, but publishing a book, shamelessly sharing the pages of your husband's journal, People magazine? What a joke!" And then Manny Cross, another one of Twitch's closest friends, just exposed Allison with some serious accusations. He came right out and said, "Dear Allison, you have lied for the last time on my brother. He was absolutely no addict. You will say and do anything for $1. An addict? You are the one who is messing with the coke, Molly, and X. I have all the proof. Play with somebody safe. Every person who knew him knows you're lying and have been doing dirty crap for a long time. Should I post our last conversation? Try me. You have no idea what I have to post." Manny didn't stop there. He started asking these really pointed questions. Why did you make his mom sign an NDA to see her son's body? Why did his closest friends and family have to sign an NDA to attend his funeral? Why did you lie at the funeral about how every day was magical? It wasn't. He told me everything. I truly believe he would still be alive had he not been married to you. Finally, after all this backlash, Allison tried to defend herself with this long Instagram story. She wrote, "To fans of Steven and our family and friends, I want to be clear that my only intention in writing the book is to share my own story as well as part of my life with Steven to help other people just like you. I never really knew what happened, and even as I am trying to put the pieces together, I will never really know." But Twitch's mom, Connie Boss Alexander, who'd been quiet this whole time, finally had enough. She came out swinging on Instagram, writing, "Our family is absolutely appalled by the misleading and hurtful claims made about my son Steven Boss. The recent publications spreading untruths about Steven have crossed every line of decency. As his mother, I will not let these accusations go unanswered. We will not stand by while his name and legacy are tarnished. He doesn't deserve this, and the kids don't deserve this." And here's the bombshell. According to an insider from Twitch's family, they apparently have proof that Allison's been lying. There's supposedly this last voicemail from Twitch to his brother that shows things weren't great between him and Allison. They're saying Twitch was worried Allison was just with him for clout, not love, and he apparently shared these concerns with both his brother and Manny Cross. That's why Manny hinted that Twitch had been planning to divorce Allison before his tragic passing. This whole situation is just absolutely wild. What do you think about Allison being exposed for not only tarnishing her late husband's name for money, but also banning his family and keeping the kids away from them? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to check out our next video.